Hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Enlightened Entrepreneur here on Yokai Business Show. Today's interview is sponsored by World Outsourcing Solution, a company based right here in the United Kingdom and that specializes in providing virtual assistance to business owners around the world. And today we have a special guest, and that is David Newbury, all the way from Australia. David is an SEO specialist. In fact, he's been doing this for several years, and it's going to help you if you're an internet marketer or a business owner who's looking to rank well on Google or for your website or whatever service you have, and of course, get clients that you want. Now, my name is Yokai Kajidora, and thank you so much for joining me. David, thank you so much for joining us here today.
Hi, Yokai. Thanks very much for having me. It's a pleasure to be on your show.
Incredible. David, you've been doing SEO for a while. For those who have no idea who is David, especially those in the UK, would you share with us who you are, your experience in this area?
Yeah, sure, Yokai. So I'm David, and based just out of Melbourne in Australia. Been doing SEO consulting for probably 3.5 years now. Got into it in early 2014. Coming from an IT background, and always wanted to try to get into SEO as a business, and have been learning ever since. So yes, probably got clients here in Australia and also the USA. And just been trying to grow my business. So yes, that's a bit of short background.
Incredible. Now, what sort of things have you done during this time? Maybe for yourself or clients?
As in learning, or as in
the results you've brought on for your clients or for yourself as a result of your expertise in SEOs?
Yeah, sure. So I've got a range of clients that I rank at the top of the search of Google search. One of my niche, what would you call it? Niche client services is in the solar power industry. So I have many solar power clients here in Australia that I rank them at the top of Google. In Australia here, it's a very progressive industry. So there's a lot of search traffic for solar power installation and solar panels and that kind of technology. So my clients obviously generate a lot of business from their positions at the top of Google search, because that's where people are looking for that information and the products to install in their properties.
Right.
I've got lots of different markets or business areas that my clients work in. A lot of home services such as pest control, builders, building inspections, plumbing, those old standard niches.
Right.
And they all do very well out of being ranked at the top of Google. So yes, it's definitely where people look for services and where my clients get a majority of their business. Yeah,
incredible. Incredible. Now, thank you, David. For those who have no idea what SEO is all about, can you just give us a very brief snapshot of what it is so that they are all up to date as to what it is that we're talking about today?
Sure, Yokai. So in a nutshell, SEO is just being able to assist a website to the top of the Google search engine, or Google and Bing and so forth, but at the top of the Google search results for particular keywords. So that's it in a nutshell.
Yes. SEO has been around for ages, and usually, people who are ranked high on Google, on YouTube, tend to have all the clients, of the people who are searching for your particular product or service. And if you're a business owner, you really want to have those clients, you need to be positioned in a place where people can find you easily. And there are ways to do that. And I think David has created an amazing software that helps you with those things. And also, can help you understand what SEO is all about and get you started on the right track. Now, there are several mistakes, David, that people who are getting started with SEO tend to make and of course, end up not getting the result they want. Can we cover those for a moment?
Yeah, sure. I think as well I'll take the focus on a person getting into being an SEO consultant, and I suppose it relates to if a business owner wants to actually optimize their website for the Google search as well. It's in essence the same thing.
Sure.
Really, you've got to look at you've got to have a good basic information. Knowledge of how Google ranks websites and what you need to do to have that base understanding. There's a lot of resources on the internet, obviously, that that can show you those base factors that you need to cover.
Right.
But also there's a lot of different information around there and different opinions, of course, about what actually does work and doesn't work. So it's kind of, you've got to really get your information from a reliable and reputable source.
Right.
And then also just be able to have those fundamentals worked out, for ranking a website. And it's amazing that you can make some very slight changes to what's called the on-page what would you call it, factors or the configuration of a website, and you can get very good results by just knowing what to do in the content of a website, let alone the off-site SEO as well. So if you've got that fundamentals down, you've got a really good base to build from, that you won't get penalised and you'll be able to get those actual rankings increasing.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible. And for more details on SEO, it is a broad subject, really. Just check out, some of the articles in our blog, and you'll be able to cover that. But I just want to move very swiftly to the software you have created. You've taken a lot of work and simplified things, for agents, owners, people who are helping other people, and for people who want to do SEO for themselves. Can we talk about the SEO Gamechanger very briefly, which we are looking at right now?
Yeah, sure, Yukai. My background before getting into SEO was actually working in software for large companies and their management software systems for companies. The problem when I started with SEO was that there was no way of actually being able to record all the data and so forth that you needed to track for doing the SEO campaigns for your own websites and also for client websites. And up until now, it's really just been a matter of using spreadsheets to be able to try to record that data. And of course, as you know, with spreadsheets, they get very messy very quickly and you lose track of data. One of the other big problems and the reason that motivated me to want to build SEO Gamechanger was that you would miss, crucial pieces of information or tasks that you needed to do for a client in particular. And so the whole basis of the idea of SEO Gamechanger was to be able to have all that information, easily available. And actually working for you, so you didn't have to just wade through spreadsheets and miss data and miss important information. So that's the background of why I put the software together. So yes.
Incredible. We're grateful for people like you who sees an area that needs development, and you go straight and create a solution and make it available to the world, just like you are doing in the next few days, releasing the SEO Gamechanger. Now, David, let's look at all the functionalities of this Gamechanger SEO software.
Sure, Yukai. I'll be as brief as possible, and just interrupt me if I'm taking too long.
No, it's fine. I think it's best that people really get to know what is included in there, so that when they get to get this, they know exactly what they're getting.
Yeah, I understand totally. Yes, as I said, it's an interesting process. I come from just very quickly. I come from that technical background, so marketing and so forth is not a real natural thing for me. So I'll be as I can cover it. So what we've got here is the system comprises of a dashboard that you log into, and this is what we've been looking at here. So this is in a nutshell, just being able to show you what your SEO consulting business is doing at any one time. There's a bit of technical jargon, I suppose, in the software, but I'll address that as quickly as I can. But what we've got here is, on the left-hand side, we've got our number of clients and their websites and the number of target URLs that we're building links to. In the middle, we've got what our PBN site information, and again, I don't, PBNs are what we use in SEO to build links from to client sites, and that's a whole topic in itself. So I'll just think of them as websites that we use as tools for building links from. And then we've got our financials. So we've got our monthly income, our expenses, and our gross profit for the month, basically. So, and then we've got a list of tasks on the left-hand side. These are tasks that are either overdue or need to be done for our clients. And then on the right-hand side here, we've got notifications of things that are going on with our SEO business and what we need to be doing and looking out for. So, what we're looking at here is a demonstration or demo account. So all this data is basically made up, So obviously, I didn't want to share my my business information in a webinar. So I'm sure you understand that. But this is all just demonstration data. So if things look a little bit funny, it's just to demonstrate the system. Anyway, so we move straight into our client area or client module. So this is where we manage our clients, and so everything's built in lists in the main module, and then you can drop into the details. So we've got here as an example client. We've got their contact details, their service start date for their contract for SEO. Monthly fee, and whether they're an active or an inactive client. Then we scroll down, and then we have their websites that we're trying to rank, or we're being contracted to provide the SEO services for, because many of my clients have different business websites as well. So there might be a larger company that have 2 or 3 or 4 different actual websites that I'm ranking them for different business areas. Hence why we would have multiple websites for a particular client. So then what we can do is we can then go into the detail. This is where we track all the details of a website. So the admin account details, who it's hosted through, the cPanel data, all different information that we can track here. And then what happens, Yukai, with a client website is then we can rank one or more actual URLs or pages of that website that we can build links to.
Right.
So that's what this area is here. So we've got, and we've got a couple of different funny records down the bottom here, but in this example, this website's got a page for Melbourne, not Melbourne, but Sydney, Perth, Brisbane. So different cities we're ranking for solar power terms and so forth. Again, I'll go. I'll try to move pretty quickly through the software, so it's not.
Well, one of the things I like about that functionality you've just shared there is now when you have all those 3 cities ranked, it means the whole site is ranking even higher. Because people in Brisbane will find that, people in Melbourne will find that, and it just pushes the entire website up there. So it's easily found in different places, or it's localized, so to speak.
Exactly right, and that's exactly where I've come from building this software. Is the problems of being able to track those different requirements for a client, and being able to track what you do for each of those particular cities in that regard. Exactly. So,
David, would you say that functionality can also be international, not just Perth, Melbourne?
Definitely, Yukai, yeah, definitely. And it could be international. And it also could be if you had an affiliate website and you were ranking for different products on different pages. So it works very well with affiliate marketing, with SEO, because there's a huge area of SEO for ranking for products and different offers for different, different websites that, they might sell different health products or different fitness products and so forth. So each of these URLs would be a different page on that website that you're building links to rank for that product as well. So yeah, definitely it's adaptable for whatever you need to be used.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible. I can see how this can work effectively for an affiliate marketer, just like you say, whose job really is to promote everyone else's products, and they can be ranking all this one. I think just amazing. You have that there.
Yep, exactly right. And so what happens is just very quick, actually, I nearly missed this. And then what happens is you can drop in and you can actually record all the data on this actual particular target URL or web page that we're talking about. So in this case, we're looking at the Melbourne is the focus ranking keyword that we're trying to rank for. And then we actually have, how difficult it is to rank for and a lot of other little features here. But again, one of this, I'll just quickly touch on this too, Yukai, in case I forget to. But the system obviously has got a full help system in there. It's got a lot of, it's got a whole area on how to start with the software. So how to set it up and how to, get the system settings and everything ready to go. How to set up your client data, tasks and so forth. So I know it's a very quick presentation today, but there's a very detailed help system and tutorial system included in the software that helps with every part of every screen and every field. And explains how it all works too. So yeah, and then what we've got down the bottom here is, again, we're on our target page here, and then these are the links that we've built for this particular page to rank it in Google. So we've got our target URL. What we use, article. Again, I don't know exactly how much detail you want to get into of SEO into this presentation, Yukai, but what we do is SEOs, we use articles that are published on different websites that have links back to our client pages and websites with anchor text that we want to rank for.
Right.
And so what this is the whole basis of the software, is why I build it, because this information can get very messy very quickly when you've got 20 or 30 or 80 or 90 links to a particular client's website. After a while, you've got no idea when it was created, what the anchor text was, where that article was posted. If your PBN gets de-indexed or so forth, you want to be able to track that as well. So that's where the whole idea of this software came about, was to be able to track all this information really quickly and easily. So that's just the client area. So I'll be very quick with the rest of them. I'll just quickly touch on these again. So PBNs, again, these are our assets that we use to build links from to rank our client sites. And we've got a lot of data in here that, again, I won't go into a lot of detail, but we're just looking at different. So we have our type of PBN, the domain, or, obviously the URL of the PBN, the metrics, like Moz data and Majestic and some different tools that are available that tell you how powerful that website is, whether it's indexed, its IP address, and how many posts that you've got onto that website PBN. Very good. Quickly, I'll just break it in. Drop into the edit screen, the details. So this again is all the information, so we can track how much we paid for this website, where we bought it from. The metrics information we've got, and this, as if you're doing SEO, this information is very critical to know. So where it's registered, where it's hosted, how much it costs per month to register and host that PBN, and all the hosting information like the DNS servers and cPanel and the IP address of the server that's hosting it and so forth.
Very detailed. That's good.
Yeah, lots of detail. Yeah, exactly. So, and then we've got this. This one hasn't got any links, but I'll just quickly grab one that's, again, because this is an example test system. And the reason why we've got lots of red here is these websites are made up ones. So they're not these ones are really, this is the real gold mine in SEO. This is your assets and of your PBN network that you use to build your links from. So they're very, very, as an SEO, you don't want anyone to know about them, basically. So that's why these examples, and hence you can actually, it's a good example here. So we've got any PBN that gets de-indexed in Google comes up here in red text. So it means that basically that PBN's now worthless or useless for building links, and can even hurt your client sites because now it's been de-indexed in Google. So I'll just go into this one here because it has got some example links. So this one here, we've got it tagged as a technology and science PBN. So what we would use this for is building, excuse me, I've got a bit of a cold, building links to our clients that may be in technical areas and so forth, to give them a bit more relevance in the backlinking. But we've got different clients that we've linked to here from this PBN. And again, that information throughout that's being tracked, like the article, the anchor text we've used, when that actual article or that post or link was built, and so forth through the system. So yeah, we've also got a full import system. So if an SEO consultant wants to use the system, they can actually import all their PBN data from their spreadsheets easily into the system.
Wonderful.
Another feature, yeah. Now we've got, very quickly just drop through these other areas. So what we've got here is, this is called our article library. So this is the articles that we've either got our virtual assistants to write for us, or we've bought from an article writing service. There's many of them out there. And so the system actually imports or connects those articles into the system, so that we can use to link out to our clients when we want to. And so in this example, here's another. This has been purchased for a solar power client, and this is the keyword for the article, the word count, the price we paid, and then the date it was ordered. And then we've got the actual text down here. So we've got a track of what it is and where the link comes from and so forth as well. Tasks, very quickly. These are the tasks are what they say. So if you're running an SEO consultancy business, you have to actually know what you need to do when for a different client or clients and so forth. So we've got things like here, this is assigned to a virtual assistant called Heidi, and this is for a client called Melbourne Pest Control Services. And the task is to build a set of social profiles using the details in an attached spreadsheet, which is attached. And you can build as many tasks as you need to run your business. And I'm currently working on an upgrade to the system where you can have a set template of tasks that you can just pick and choose from, depending on what kind of client that you've started doing SEO services for, and it'll give you a full list of the tasks and timing that you need to do that. So that's that area. And then we've also got an area where completed tasks can be searched for and found. So these are all tasks that have been done and completed, but we can also do reports as well. And quickly, resources. These are the things that cost you money, basically, to run your business. So whether it's a virtual assistant expense per month, or it's a software subscription, or one-off purchases. Say, like here is a press release that I've purchased for a client that cost $100. So this is where you track all your resources and expenses through the system.
All right.
And so where it gets really interesting is, so then we've got a range of reports as well that actually show you what information, the data that you've done and so forth, for client reporting and so forth. So that's it. That's it in a nutshell, Yukai. So
incredible. Let's go back to the dashboard for a moment, David.
Sure. Yes.
So really, from where I'm standing, if any business owner is running an SEO as an agent, this dashboard shows them exactly how many clients they have, the everything, literally the income they're generating and the expenses based on what will be happening in here. So you literally can manage your entire business from one logging in, one dashboard.
Yes, exactly right. That's exactly why I built it, is because so I wanted to really, again, these figures here are not really representational. Trying to get that word out. I usually try to run the business at about an 85% gross profit, but you can actually, as you're doing tasks, you can see the expenses building up, and you can plot your finances and your clients and everything. And then also these areas down here as well. So these tell you exactly what needs to be done in the system. So you can log into this in the morning and it says, okay, then a PBN link is due for this client. So you can say, right, okay, I'll order an article, I'll assign that to a virtual assistant, or I'll create that link, and then that comes out of the system and it's done. And then you can report on it at the end of the month.
Incredible. Well, incredible. Well, David, I know you're releasing this, a day or two from now. Why should people, maybe the final thing, should invest in SEO Gamechanger? What is the number one thing, in your opinion, really and truly is going to be a game changer for them?
Yeah, there's two big reasons. One is time, and if you're in the SEO and you've got a large PBN network, you know that how much time it takes to make sure that the PBN you're looking for is to link to a website is good to be used. So, and being able to find this information very quickly. So it's time, and frustration is the other one, because as your business is growing and you're bringing on more and more clients, it just the difficulty of tracking everything just exponentially grows. So that's the main reason, is to be able to grow your business without having to, without having to spend hours and hours on your business as well. So they're the two main reasons, was time and ease of use and and no frustration. So yes.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Well, David, thank you so much for your generosity in time and sharing with our audience today. Now, if you're a business owner and you're already in SEO, really want to see the value of this software, I want to invite you to go to this website, www.worldoutsoursing.com/SEO Gamechanger, and you get to have access to this software. We've prepared some few bonuses that goes along with that, just to help you get started with this particular one. And if you're watching this either on YouTube or one of our visuals, just click the link below this video and you'll be taken to the very page where you can access this amazing software. And again, if you're listening, you just need to write this down. It's www.worldoutsoursing.com/SEO Gamechanger, and you'll be able to access that. Are there any final thoughts, David, to those who, or to entrepreneurs like yourself? Maybe it's something to do with SEO Gamechanger. The floor is yours.
Oh, sure, no worries. I might even just regarding if for people that may be getting into SEO services as consultants, if that's okay, you kind, it's just one of those things you just got to stick at it and just keep working on the background and just getting your techniques and your knowledge correct, and then applying it to your clients. And there's a statement that's kind of said a little bit in SEO circles, is you've just got to keep on building good links to client websites, and just keep on, keep pressing on. So that's my final little bit of wisdom, if you can call it that.
Absolutely. There's just one question here. I've got, for those who are getting started, I know the BPN is quite, it's one of those things that SEO specialists hold tight to. To anyone who's getting started, what direction should they take for them to get familiar with BPNs?
Oh, so yeah, PBNs. Yes, there's a lot of information again out there, and as I said, I don't want to say the wrong thing, but there's a lot of good information, and there's also some not so good information out there as well. So it's a matter of just really kind of looking to find information from, you know, someone that can that knows knows how they work and knows how to, you know, make sure that they're, you know, like they look as natural as possible, so they can be used in Google. One little tidbit is to use auction domains is probably the best way to go, and to also use sites that are as relevant as they can be to your client's niche or what they're in as well. So that's where you get a lot of power from PBNs for now and going forward into the future. So,
incredible.
Yeah.
Well, David, thank you so much for being with us here and, you know, sharing your expert knowledge with our audience here. And it's been really, really great. And once again, if you want to have access to SEO Gamechanger, go to www.worldoutsourcingsolutions.com/SEO Gamechanger. You get access to this and also some bonuses to go with that, so that you just get started, or, you know, have this amazing organizational tool that will boost your business. With that said, thank you again, everyone, for being here. I'm Yokai Kajinori. Any questions you may have regarding the software, you know exactly where you can find us. In fact, I'll just tell you right now, if you get this program through our link, the link below this, you'll be taken to our inner circle, where I've got over 6,000 members that are always talking about internet marketing and all that sort of things. You'll be able to participate in that group, ask any questions that you may have. You know, this comes in as a bonus for just getting this. We want you to succeed in this one. And of course, in there, you'll be able to ask any questions regarding the SEO. We've got some amazing guys there, and I think David will also be able to share with you some of the questions that you may have. Yeah, that's all. We want you to succeed. With that said, have a great day, everyone, and talk to you very, very soon. Once again, thanks, David.
Thanks very much for having me on, Yukai. Thank you.
All right. You have a great day.
You too. Bye.
Bye.